It's dark in our camper this morning because we got here to Arco, Idaho yesterday and discovered when we set up that our air conditioner is no longer blowing cold air. And it's supposed to be 90 degrees today. And it's not an issue that we can fix here. So we have Reflectix on our window, trying to keep the sun out. We have fans going, but we're gonna have to keep our camper pretty dark while we are here. Okay, so like I said, we're in Arco at the Arco KOA, and this is really a waypoint for us as we shift our travels south. But while we're here, we're gonna check out Craters of the Moon. Did you think you'd make the entrance sign a little bigger so you'd know when you were coming upon it?
In the visitor center, we learned that Craters of the Moon was formed by lava flows from multiple eruptions from the Great Rift over thousands of years. The lava hardened and left a lava field over 600 square miles in the middle of what is now Idaho.
So there are a couple different ways that you can explore this area. There is a loop driving trail. You could just drive it. It's like 7 miles. There are spots where you can just get out and look at things and get back in your car. There are some short trails that take you to some cool things to look at. And then there are some longer trails. And there are also caves that you can explore, but you have to get a permit. The permits are free. You just have to go in and get a quick lesson on how to protect the bats from white nose disease and make sure that you're not wearing anything that has been in any other caves. So we're hiking to the Inferno Cone Overlook. The visibility here is highly compromised because there are wildfires burning through Oregon. We drove through them yesterday. And so we can't see very clearly, but you can still check out all of the terrain of this very unique national preserve. So we did this walk first because it's already 85 degrees, so we thought we should do this before it's 95. So we're gonna take a 1-mile hike out to caves that are really lava tubes. This is also one of the trails where we get to walk through the lava fields. Oh my gosh, it's so hot in here. Jim used his thermometer. It was 115 in Harper's room. It was like 105 in James's room. So we opened all the windows because it's only 95 outside, which is still terribly hot. What?
Well, that'll do it. So this fan was off of here like this. So I'm hoping if I can get that back on there and tighten it down, it might still work. I'm really hoping that this is going to be this easy.
So explain what's going on.
The refrigerant runs through here, this condenser thing, and the fan blows air across it to cool it or heat it. And then that cool air goes through here, and then through here, it will, the air comes from inside right here, or from back here, sucks through this if it's cold, and this fan spins and blows it out into the camper. What are the chances that worked? I don't know. It's so hot. It's getting cooler. It's definitely cooler. It's cold. Let's go.
Unfortunately, as we traveled the next day to Zion National Park, we discovered that wasn't the only thing that was broken.
All right, never a dull moment on this trip. We got out of the gas station, and where are we right now? I don't know. We're someplace in Utah. We got out of the gas station and our camper was like completely crooked, like leaning to the passenger side. So it turns out that what's wrong with it?
One of the springs is broken, and I'm pretty sure it's been broken for 200-300 miles.
Yeah, so we thought maybe we'd end up having to stay here at the Loves overnight, miss our campground, lose our Angels Landing reservations, but right now we're headed to a shop down the road. Jim was able to get a hold of somebody who has the springs in stock and has time to look at it. So fingers crossed we can get this taken care of quickly. Ask them. Okay, we made it to the shop. Jim's looking to see where we should take it. I don't really know what we're gonna do here. He's worried that driving it with the broken spring has now caused more damage. So everything from this point on is just kind of up in the air. We don't know exactly what's gonna happen. So what did he say?
Well, he's gonna look at it.
Oh, James, look at that teddy bear with wipes in it.
Yeah, see, Daddy says it's supposed to look like this, but this piece broke off.
And that
Yeah, and that bit broke off too. All right, so an hour and a half ago, we were at the gas station and Jim made a phone call to 24-hour Auto Diesel and Repair in Fillmore, Utah. And we are already on the road. Like in less than 2 hours, we got in, they looked at the camper, they had the spring, they got the stuff, they took the old one off, they put a new one on, and we are on our way. So I'm gonna link their website below because they are amazing and awesome and wonderful. So thank you to the guys at 24-hour Auto Diesel Repair and Towing in Fillmore, Utah.
Are you ready or what?
I'm ready. I'm not ready. Harper's doing something with his hair.
Let's roll.
It's 5 o'clock in the morning and we are up the day after we got here, which was poor planning on our part because we have permits to hike Angel's Landing this morning. I don't think we're all gonna hike the actual Angel's Landing part because I don't think it's safe for the kids. The three of us are gonna hike up to the Scout Overlook, and then Jim is probably gonna do the chain section. When he's done, I might do a little of the chain section, we're not sure. But we have to get up this early because you have to get to the visitor center, which is almost an hour from our campground. It's raining, by the way. And then you have to get on the shuttle and ride the shuttle to the grotto, which is where the trailhead is. So that's why we are up at 5 o'clock in the morning driving to the closed visitor center. All right, so it's almost 6. First shuttle leaves in 10 minutes.
All right.
Can I sit next to you, Mama? I don't care.
Because we drove into Zion National Park in the dark, we saw it for the first time as we hiked. We had heard it was incredible, and it truly was.
All right, so we're at the trailhead for the chain section of Angel's Landing. All right, are you gonna do it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I want to watch you.
Yeah, we're gonna watch him. Okay, so we found a good spot to sit and wait for Jim with a beautiful view, and we brought snacks and some cards, and we're just gonna hang out here.
And get you a good video. Oh. And if I fall and they recover my body, it'll still be a good video. Oh wow, that's cool. There's a lot of down on both sides of the air.
The chipmunks, if you sit still up here, the chipmunks come and swarm you. So people must feed them because they are really brazen. And the squirrels too. Right, Mr. Squirrel? No. People feed you all day. Do they feed you all day? And then you're like, hey people, give me food. He's like, please, please can I have one peanut? Please. These are like trained squirrels. Not feeding you. Sorry, Fat Joe. So we all have permits to hike up to the summit of Angel's Landing, and I got 4 before I did my research, and then once I looked more into it, I'm just not comfortable with the kids trying it even though they're allowed, And I'm not really that comfortable trying it either. So that's why we are waiting here at Scouts Landing.
Doing it for all us overweight middle-aged men. Holly and the kids are somewhere over there.
So we've had snacks, we played Go Fish, we've been playing with the chipmunks and the squirrels, although not feeding them. And we're just waiting for Jim to come down from the hill.
Son of a bitch. My poor toes. Hey.
Oh, you're wet.
You're very wet.
You're wet.
Was it worth it?
I'm old, but I can hold my own.
Was it fun?
Yeah,
Could I have done it?
I think so.
You think so?
I think that actually, I think the kids might have been okay.
They better been okay.
Yeah. A minute.
Daddy gets a minute and then we'll go down.
I love
Okay?
Hold this.
Everybody's in a much better mood now that they got to just hang out
How's
with
my back?
squirrels.
Is my back wet, Harper?
Yes. Because we didn't get a chance to see the park when we drove in, we took in the views on our way back to the campground.
Good morning. It's about 6:30, so it's 90 minutes later than we left yesterday, but still pretty early because Zion is a small park with a huge visitor base, and you just have to get in early if you want a parking spot. So it is 7:21 on a Friday morning, and there are plenty of spots in the parking lot for future reference. Right, so that probably there's also, you can also get to the nature trail too. We almost missed it. So one of the trails you can take right from the visitor center is the Watchman Trail. We're gonna take it because we're here to see the museum, but it doesn't open till 9. So we had to get here early enough to get a parking spot, but now we have to wait for the museum to open. What's hitting my leg? Was that you?
Like, in all honesty, this is not a bad hike. Like, this is not intense.
Cactuses, look at all the cactuses. Can I poke one?
Well, that would be dumb. So there's been a lot of whining this morning, but this really isn't a bad hike. It's rated moderate. It's 1.5 miles out and then 1.5 miles back. But the grades are not super steep. You go up like 350 feet, but over a very long period of time. So I am enjoying this hike very much. After sweating up our hiking shoes yesterday, we decided to all wear sneakers today, and we're doing just fine. Sneakers are fine for this trail. This view makes this hike 100% worth doing. But yeah, that big mountain up there, that's the Watchman. The Watchman watches over the canyon. Okay, it is 10:30 in the morning and the line for the shuttle is 45 minutes to an hour. The parking lot is absolutely full. We want to go to the museum and the nature building, so we are going to ride our bikes. We missed the turnoff to come to the museum, so we ended up biking a little extra. But we found it. It's like this weird path under this bridge. Oh, we have to go up those steps. Go, go, go. That was easier than going over that dirt again. What?
I have to show you something adorable. Look,
What?
and look at the top. So this is their food. Look, their little baby.
Oh my gosh, they're so
And then
cute.
look, his teeth are gross.
Well, so my verdict is that you could skip the museum, but the nature building is all the stuff in the other visitor centers that our kids really like, so I think that's worth a stop. That's still pretty fun. You did a good job.
Imagine having this as your fingernail.
Well, I mean, that's kind of how it works. Alright, so the secret to Zion is get here early. Get here early and get on the shuttle early. Although I'm very happy with the hike that we did today. And the biking was fine, except for we could have skipped the museum and that would have saved us a lot of trouble. It's 101 degrees, so it's a little harder to find a good place to pull over and eat lunch, but we managed to find this tiny little bit of shade right here with this view. So today is really exciting for two reasons. One, we're going to Bryce Canyon for the first time because we're really close to that as well. And two, we are doing a horseback riding tour of the canyon. So I've done a couple of those in my life, but the kids have never ridden a horse before, so this is a pretty big deal for them. Jim is not riding the horses with us because he does not like large animals. I took him on one horseback riding tour and he was a good sport, but he won't do another one. Harper's in jail. So yours is Nader.
Mine is Elvis.
Yours is Elvis. Mine is Bonnie.
Don't forget to hold them with some.
I don't want him in front of me. Look at this.
Good job, you little cowgirl. You got it? Okay.
So that was so much fun. That was such a fun ride. You can tell the trainers love these horses and the view was amazing. I would highly recommend Ruby's for a Bryce Canyon horse ride tour.
After our ride, we headed into the park with a stop at the visitor center. There, we learned how the hoodoos that make Bryce Canyon unique are formed by erosion.
Nancy, you're bigger than I am. There he is.
It was definitely the busiest visitor center we'd seen all summer.
So it's 2:24. We're a little late getting to Bryce as far as getting to national parks go. So I think we're gonna do a scenic drive and we'll get out where there's parking and we won't where there isn't. So we're driving to the end of the scenic roadway. We're gonna see those sites first. And then when we come back up, then all of the pull-offs will be on the right for any overlooks we wanna see. Okay, so you're saying that this plateau way over here is the same rock as like this piece here that we are standing on.
Yep. Except it's 2,000 feet higher in elevation because there's a fault line that runs in between here and there, and that lifted.
Like, there's no denying that this is beautiful, but you get out of the car and it all kind of looks the same. And like the kids have stopped looking at it, they just get out of the car.
The highlight of the scenic drive for us was Bryce Amphitheater, which has the highest concentration of hoodoos on Earth.
We're just checking out the lodge, because you know us, we love a good lodge.
James and I got up early to come on a hike at Bryce, and we were just a couple minutes too late for the sunrise, and now all the sunrise people are leaving. Rock falls are more common on this next half mile of trail than anywhere else in the park. That's a little disconcerting. I tell you, that's the thing about Bryce. They trick you with these trails because everything starts at the top and you have to go down. And then you're like, oh, that's nice. And then you got to come back up. Got to the top of the, what trail did we do?
The Queen's Garden Loop Trail and the Navajo Loop Trail.
Yep. Now we just have to walk a half a mile back on the rim trail.
Okay, so it's 6 in the morning on our last day, and we saved the Narrows hike for our last day because we've really been looking forward to it. But it's like 50 degrees out, and I don't know if you know this, but at the Narrows you hike through water, and the water itself is only about 65 degrees. So we want to wait a little bit to do the hike, except for if we wait, then we won't have any parking. So right now our strategy, and we'll see if it works, is to drive there now, find a parking spot, and then we're going to walk to the village of Springdale, which is just right outside the park, and we're going to get some breakfast, and then we'll come back and wait a little bit longer in the shuttle line than we would have if we'd gone right away, and then take the shuttle to the Narrows and hike it when it's a little bit warmer. Oh, wait, I left the light on. Okay, 7 o'clock in the morning, plenty of parking. Okay, so since we got a parking spot, we're gonna look for some breakfast. It's a croissant with avocado and tomato and egg and pepper jack. So Zion Village isn't actually part of the national park, but you can walk from there to the visitor center. You just have to pay a fee if you don't have your America the Beautiful pass. Don't get used to that. All right, so it's 20 of 8 and the parking lot still has plenty of spaces. It's a Monday morning. The other day, it was full by 8:15. You just never know. Yeah, or people. Sometimes there's refuges for people. Lots of people rent neoprene boots and walking sticks from the local outfitter to do the Narrows. We're not doing that. It's $32 a person, which isn't crazy, but we have extra shoes and stuff, so we'll just get those wet. Like absolutely no line. No line. How about that? So this is the Riverwalk, which is an easy walk you can take from the shuttle stop to the start of the Narrows. You use it to get to the Narrows, or you can just walk it like a short hike. All right, here we go. Got the stick, Harper? Might as well just go for it. Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Are you okay? Could you, it gets deep up there. Can you stay with her?
This is the deepest part.
This part? Oh, okay.
How far did you go?
We probably didn't go that far. It seemed far.
So this is the worst.
This was the worst we experienced.
It wasn't any deeper
Than this.
ever again.
Stay with Daddy, okay? Stay with Daddy. I'm like walking on tiptoe to keep my bag out of the water. Just swim. You swim. Daddy will hold you. Look, we're almost there. Almost there. Almost there. See?
Oh, I can't feel my testicles. Oh. I don't even get cold this cold. There we go.
There, we did it, Harper.
Use my walking stick.
Come on. I think these parts are kind of fun, I'll be honest. Yeah. And I'm not that cold.
I don't care who you are, this is cool.
This is cool. Like, I want to keep going because this is so cool, but every hour we go this way is an hour we have to go back the other way. All right, I could do this forever, but I think that we are gonna turn around up ahead and make our way back. Okay, so I'm gonna put my camera away because everything we're gonna see now we've already seen, but this hike has been an absolute blast.